Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You gotta unmute your mic, dude. You gotta unmute your mic. Can you hear me? Let me see. Mute mic. Oh, with your mic. Can't hear you at all. I'm sitting there. I got it's, you're on, but I can't hear your edit mic settings. Hold on. No, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what's up with this dude, G Dub. I can hear you through my phone, but I can't hear you through. See, I'm an amateur at this shit. Should have been practicing. Hold on. Man. Let's see. What about now? Let's, yeah, I'm gonna hang up the phone. Hold on. Turn on your Hold on, maybe it's my volume. Hold on, I'm tripping, bro. No, my volume is up. Look, here go one person. What up?
It's late, so you got like.
Yes, great. Well, I'll call Bernadette real quick. Can you hear Ammon?
Yeah, I'll call her.
Ammon's still trying to figure it out.
How you got a picture of yourself as your background?
You like that?
Uh,
Ammon, can you hear us? Ammon's still trying. He can't. Mr. Computer Tech over there.
Has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Look, he asked me like this, Ammon. Let's do this. Come on, dude. Did you watch them Cougs today?
Me? No.
Well, I just wanted to kind of try it so you guys can get the gist of it, right?
Okay.
So,
Hi. You're supposed to be.
What's going on?
You're supposed to be on here.
Am I? Oh, what am I need to do? Okay.
So go to Facebook.
I'm supposed to be on Facebook?
Yeah, you go to Facebook and Jimmy sent a link.
Oh, look, why you look like the sexy librarian though?
Because I read.
Sexy librarian.
You're like the only one that read.
Kadeen reads. She's in my book club. We got book club tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right. You and
Hold on, because I got.
And Nicole.
oh,
You have nobody looking. Let me share this. How do I see? I don't
Yeah.
even know how to
So Jimmy sent the link. It's me, Jimmy, and Ammon.
me chime in.
All right. I mean, Paul's around. He can jump in. He's going to. That's how he usually does it. Just walks around in the background.
All right, let me put my earbuds in because I need to be able to contribute to Jimmy's podcast.
Right.
Somebody need to help Sam and James though.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Bernadette's gonna get in.
Yeah, I see that. It's in your it's probably your. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's something though. The camera works. It's your mic. I can't hear you. The camera works. It's your mic. Remember? Some problem we don't know about. I don't know. Maybe go get another computer.
Go get a computer.
I don't know. But it'll come right up. And then like I said, to where all we're I just wanted to show you guys so you can see how easy it, you know what I mean? It's not very hard, right? It's not like you have to go set up. It's like this is like it's like lazy. You see me, you can't tell, but I'm laying in the bed. I just got my background thing. I don't even need my headphone. I'm sitting in the bed watching the game. Doc busy. See, here's Doc.
Doc busy, son.
Jimmy, you can't take pictures when I'm not ready for the camera.
I'm not gonna take no pictures.
Hold up. We taking pictures?
I'm not gonna take. He said, "I'm not gonna take no pictures. I'm looking at it on Facebook."
Look, he's what you? Hold on, I gotta. If we're gonna I need to doctor myself up, Jimmy.
Where's Minky at? Where's the rotating quarterback?
Bruh, he's watching a Duke game.
Oh, that's right.
Me and Emma was talking about the podcast today. We had ideas, Jimmy.
Well, first we got it. He hears you. He can't get on.
He hears you though. Because he's a senior citizen.
His mics don't work.
No.
His mic don't work.
Tell him to put his earbuds in.
I don't know.
Felicia, if I don't, my lips will be black.
Okay, but
He's
also
slow.
I think it's very important for you to make a note to people when they get on here. We're gonna be like live streaming video.
Here, hey, see? Hold on, you hear him? You hear his little laugh?
He's laughing at us because you didn't tell us he was gonna have us on YouTube.
He's laughing at himself. He's slow on technology.
I mean, I feel like this is probably just his computer because all I did was click a button.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's all you have to do.
And Emma got to find his glasses. He's like, I can't read.
You are looking like a cute librarian.
I know. She's a sexy librarian right now.
This looks a lot like iPad.
No, keep the glasses on now. Put the glasses back on.
Put them back on.
He's like, Felicia, that's your claim to fame.
Right?
Yeah, now you're messing it up. Jeff was supposed to be on, but
Jeff G
is
Look, I love me some Jeff G. Miss Buchanan. Buchanan.
You stop him and be like, I'm sorry, Jeff G. It's Dr. Buchanan.
Now he's inactive. He's inactive now. He just green light was on. I told him we was going on.
You're in the show. Everyone can
his lights is off. That's crazy. Oh, here go one. Here go one more person. What up?
It's Brian.
What's up?
What's good, B?
Man, I'm just trying to stay awake on Saturday night, 10 o'clock.
Brian,
you're in Texas, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we could do yeah. I tried, a matter of fact, I tried to get Moffitt. Hold on. Moffitt's at the airport.
Isn't he in China?
It's Sunday at like 10 a.m.
11, but I called him and he said he was at the airport. But he might get tapped in. I'll call you back. But how you doing though, bro?
Good. I didn't know we was doing cameras. I would
You don't
have.
have to do.
I
You
would
don't have
have.
to. You don't have.
Should I take
All that we really trying to do, to
All
be
that we
honest,
really trying to do, to be honest, um,
is do it for later. Like
is
we
do
have.
it
I
for
have an
later. Like
idea.
I have an idea.
I think I got
I
the.
think I
You
got
see,
a.
you guys hear
You
the
guys hear
echoing?
the echoing?
Yeah, I'm trying to put
Yeah.
my
Yeah, I'm hearing
Yeah,
it.
I'm hearing
Somebody,
it.
that's
That's
somebody else. It's
somebody
not.
else. It's not me.
It's probably
You can't
me.
be
You can't
watching
be
this.
watching this.
Whatever.
Trying to get it right.
Hold on,
Hold
or it might be
on,
me
or it
though.
might
Hold
be
on.
me though. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean,
My thing ain't working though. I need to act right.
But
But
can you hear it now?
can you hear it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
You can hear the
You
echoing?
can hear the echoing?
Well, that's one of you
Well, that's
guys.
one of you guys. Did.
It might be.
It might be.
I think it's me, bro.
you're the only one
You're the
not
only one not
echoing.
echoing.
Who not echoing?
Okay,
Yeah.
what about
Okay.
now?
What about now?
Yep.
Yep.
It's echoing?
It's echoing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy, you're supposed to be the comm major. Like you supposed to know.
Com major
Tom
and
major and
technology are not the
technology are
same
not the
thing.
same thing.
And that
it's,
And that
20-year-old
20-year-old
degree
degree
really ain't
really ain't
happening
happening
helping with
helping
this.
with this.
yeah, it's a whole
Yeah, it's a
different
whole
ballgame.
different ballgame.
But I'm trying to. Is it still echoing?
Oh no.
I fixed it.
Ta-da.
So there you go. It was one of you guys did something. It was one of you guys.
I think it's
He
me,
said,
bro.
because I didn't do nothing.
I think I'm
You have to do something because I'm not echoing no more. But hold on, let me see what I got. I called Rafa on WhatsApp, right? Because
Mm,
you can't
Mhm.
call his phone.
no.
No, you call his phone, that's gonna be $100, right?
So you're gonna
Look,
have like episode themes. Like today's theme is about CCS. How you how you plan to unleash this story on the world?
well, so here's the plan, right? You ever heard of The Wire? You heard of The Wire,
Yeah.
right? The Wire is 5 seasons, right? And I came in 95, left in 2000, 95, 96, left in 2000. That's 5 years of season we could do. Now, what will happen is
Oh, I get
somebody
it. I'm
just
season
puts that
3.
right season, like right. You come in season 3, but you're so close, might put you in there somewhere, and we'll go to Spokane or something, see you in the background, right? Which are being real lily white in Medical Lake, right? But no, pay
That's
attention to you,
Sharina.
but right, but so it's just like so somebody will transcribe, like for example, the first I wish Jeff was on here because Jeff was with me. I met Jeff my first year. I remember when we met Bernadette, not when I met her, but there was an incident when them girls just showed up to Bernadette's house and Bernadette wouldn't let them in, right? Because they just came up to Wazoo and they thought they was gonna stay with Bernadette. And Bernadette was like, I don't know what to tell you guys. No. But look, it's me and Jeff, we kind of swooped them and took them to where we was at. Right?
I love
So
how these stories evolve
but yeah, there's a
with Jimmy.
bunch of stories like that. Like, that's my story. I'm sure Brian, you got stories with Felicia that you guys can talk about, you know what I mean? Like that could add to it, right? That was
Brian was an old man when I got to WSU.
Damn, I'm an old man.
that was year 2. That was
You
year
were a
2.
lot older when I was in college than you are today.
Yeah, I, I got there in 95 too.
That's crazy. I guess I got there. I got there the fall of 97.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was on fall of 96.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Why are you muting your mic, Bernadette?
Because she thinks it's her. She's gonna reset her headset so that there's no what do you call it?
What do you call it?
Yeah, because that's her.
Yeah, because that's
I
her.
can hear the
I can hear the.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna reset.
But Felicia was on my third year. Felicia was there. I had Anthony Matthews at the house. They used to invite all them guys up. And
How are
then
they doing?
No, he didn't have a house. He didn't have a house that year.
No,
That first year he
my
was,
house. Remember my house? I let
okay.
him have my room. Like that's where I told him So I don't know where I was. I think I was with Laura all the time, but I was like,
You were with Laura
go
all the
ahead.
time, yeah.
You can have my room, right? Because I'm not gonna never be there. And so he used to invite you guys
Now,
all
how
up.
messy are you gonna let this get? Because you said you were with Laura.
Right.
I was gonna be like, are you sure you weren't with Decra?
That's later, but you know what I'm saying? That's later. and they don't have to. It's a show. Hey, like I said, I want to talk to Laura too because that's the first year. She's kind of. I don't want to make her mad, right? I don't want to.
Well, I mean, you got
but
to change names to protect the innocent. This is just the
okay,
storyline.
yeah, we can do that. But I don't have no problem with it. We're over with. We're grown people. She's married and got kids. I've been trying to reach out to her, but she act like she don't
Hey,
want to talk.
hey, Jimmy, everybody ain't you.
Yeah. Not only that, but I think the point is amongst their kids watching a show.
We will not tell no Kappa stories. It's not gonna be none of that, unless it will, but it won't be like that, right? Because I gotta
my point
explain.
is all the names are anonymous, and then
Okay,
if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like the first Kappa party, my first step on the scene, that has to be something because you remember Brian across the street from the intramural field? Were you a Kappa then?
Nope, not
No,
95.
No, you wasn't Kappa then, but so you
That
remember
was
that house that they had?
Mark Allen, Chuck
Yeah,
Yearby,
right.
Dove.
They had a party there which was cracking, and I went and I got into it with the Zetas, of course, Rachel and Crystal, and this is kind of why they didn't like me to this day until they had to hang around us because when we came online, but that was the kind of the start of it a little bit. Is ironically, I ended up being a Sigma, so, but you know
Jokes
what I
on
mean?
them.
Yeah. But all that LB Leonard, you know what I'm saying? He came year 2, I think, right? Year 1 is who's there year
There's no
1?
way, because I'm thinking, okay, so you got there.
I was there
Okay,
2 years before you.
Right. Like, but you know how when you're young, you don't know people's ages, like everybody's just older than you.
Mm-hmm.
So no, LB, I feel like LB had to have been 2 years older than me. He didn't come in.
He was 1 year before you.
Did he transfer?
I don't know. All I know is this is a story. See, all I know, remember LB first came up, you would know this, but he was going with Trina, aka
Oh
Trina.
yeah, I knew he was going to Trina. Yeah.
But they came in as a couple, and he would just look at everybody next to Trina because everybody would, kind of peeking the Trina shit. But he would just be looking at you, making sure. Then somehow with me, he ended up, the rapper, but he ended up in the studio all the time. And kind of lightweight, like, Chris and Benny, they were Chris and Benny, who I got my son in upstate now. I was talking to them. So kind of it's funny how they became all my friend sets became Sigmas, but I didn't even want to pledge. I was like, I'm cool. It was still stupid to me, right? It was dumb to me that I didn't do it. So
That's you.
they're gonna burn a
DZ.
DZ.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Somebody's duck one.
You talking about when you say LB Leonard
Leonard Bronner, yeah.
Won't let me connect.
It's funny because now at this point, like 5 years out of college, it was freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, but now it just like unless I can tell you where I live, it's all 1 year. Unless like I got to go back. Okay, I lived in Stripe Harum, 95. 96, I lived in Boulder Creek out there on
I live in Boulder Creek.
Military Hill, I think. And then what was the one next? The new one's next to CCS, across from CCN.
That was Boulder Creek.
Oh yeah, Boulder Creek. That was so the first ones, I don't remember what they were called, but they was out by that street that Dismore's was on, but going out towards like where the residential stuff was.
Like where the grown-up people lived.
Yeah.
I
I
remember the
stayed
years
in
by the events, like the things that happened. Like your freshman year, you kind of remember, and then it was like my sophomore year, I was just in the apartments. My junior year, I pledged, and then senior year it was chaos. To borrow a word from Renata.
yeah. I remember the first I remember all my years because it was fun times for me. Like if Ammon was on here, I remember meeting Ammon because he used to just be like, "How are you playing?" I used to bust everybody in basketball, and he was just like, "Man, you're high. Like, how are you doing this?" Right? We started talking. Come to find out, we was from the same area. All that went out in his little Honda, me and him, and then we've been cool ever since.
Are you and
Then you
Ammon the
know,
same age?
yeah, which was cool because then he became my road dog, right? And
Yeah.
that's how he. I ain't saying you guys wouldn't have met him, but that's how he got introduced to everybody because he just would sit there and laugh at me. His little laugh, right?
Yeah.
Like if he was on right now, he'd be laughing, but that's just what he would do.
I remember Ammon used to roll up into what was that bar on Greek Rose name?
Chaser?
Who?
Was it Chaser?
Chasers.
Chaser.
Was it Chasers?
No, it was the beach. Talking
No,
about the
No,
hotel?
not on
no,
Greek.
on Greek Row. I think it was
Sherm,
called.
Sherm, no, not Shermer's.
Yeah. What's that place
Chasers,
called?
I think.
Well,
Shakers.
in that little mall, little thing
Yeah, and then you had to go like you go in
downstairs.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
you
would
remember when
show
we
up
was coming
there.
out?
Yeah, but it would be like almost let out. Like Emma would show up head to toe Cougar football gear with Samoans and like
Yeah,
come into the bar like at the end of the night.
yeah, Simone Club. That's what we was. Me, Sonny, and a
What
few
is Bernadette
Tongans.
doing? Did you win the lottery?
What are you doing? What's going on with her?
She's listening to something in
Is
her
that your
house.
neighbors?
Paul's probably outside telling somebody to take a shot.
I can
Yeah,
share
look.
things. Bernadette, can you hear us?
She like the amount of shock she is, like I need to know what's happening so bad.
Yeah.
My
Hold on.
nosiness is very much on point.
Oh,
Look.
she's doing something. Oh, okay. We
Oh,
got
she
both
figured
Like
of
you
them.
stuff
putting.
out. Look at her.
Oh.
She's feeling all technologically advanced. Gang,
Yeah.
gang.
Duke just scored, so that's why they're acting crazy down there.
I thought he was yelling something about shots. And people were like, "Yeah."
That too. Look at Brian trying to look all sophisticated. Like he got some sense. Hold on, let me turn my light on.
With
No,
sunglasses
but
and
you
a hat.
guys see how this is? We can just do it an earlier time so we can catch you guys. So you East Coast people, Felicia, you're not gonna be, just it just has to be a different time. I don't know where Leaford is because he's the one who inspired me to do this. You guys remember Leaford Hacker, right?
Yeah, he called me out the blue and was talking about this one time.
How can
Yeah,
I forget Rupert? We were in sociology class together.
yeah. See, but that's the thing. I met Leaford because Leaford was a blood from California, and he was like, one day he was at Heiko, and he's like, "Yeah, man, where you from, man?" He kind of did his research or something, Do your research, right? He did his research, but we was, Crips and Bloods can be cool in college, right? So we didn't have no problem. He asked me where I was from. I told him I was from Tacoma. He told me where he was from. We was cool. And
So wait,
that was it.
so I heard you guys talking about like the show format and stuff. Did
Mhm.
did Ammon tell you our idea that we developed on the way to about your show? Did he tell
He
you?
couldn't figure out how to talk, so you're gonna have to give him a
Nah, all
good
right.
idea.
Yeah,
So
he's
I was like, "Yo, Jimmy's trying to do his like Wazzu Chronicles," and so I was like, "Yo, this just reminds me of the Chappelle Show when Charlie Murphy was on and would tell stories about um, meeting Prince and all these other stories." I was like, so we need to get Jimmy's prom degree in full effect. We'll have the purple background, the blue background that that Charlie Murphy had, And then Jimmy, tell a story, and then like we recreate it.
It's gonna start with the whole time though. I was really the blueprint.
Blueprint. I did. Yeah, the blueprint. I did have a blueprint on how
That's
to
the name
keep
of the
it.
show.
Seven in
That's
the morning. All I know is I left home at 7 in the morning and I came back at 7 at night. And that's how, if I wasn't on that campus doing something, because I don't know if you remember Jamel and them guys, but they was at home at 2:00
in the
I don't know who
afternoon.
Jamel is.
You know Jamel Payton. Remember Jamel Payton?
Oh, yeah, basketball.
You know, like some
Is he on
people didn't
LinkedIn?
study. They didn't study at all. They never went to the library. Like I
They
had to
didn't
just
figure out the
stay.
blueprint.
Yeah. So, but after 7 though, I kicked it. It was just what it was. I couldn't, Tyler, where's Tyler at? I forgot about Tyler.
White Tyler?
That story is one of the most epic stories ever, right? Because what happened was Ammon needed a roommate, and you put those things up,
Oh,
put
yeah.
your number.
Mhm.
And so Tyler, white country bumpkin from Oregon,
Yeah.
he signs up, and we're online. Either we're online and we're just going online. So then we make it, but we're over the house, and he's just coming out. Hey, can you guys keep it down? We're like, okay, we'll keep it down for like a minute or two. Go back to being loud. Right. This went on for like a week or two, a long time. Then one day he comes out, goes to the refrigerator like he normally does, grabs a beer, and sits down next to us, and it was over.
Look, Tyler
I
was like,
epic.
if you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
Jamel got sent home
Production
before I got
value in
there,
this,
Jimmy.
Brian, as Jimmy is telling the story, and then like there's a recreation in the back. You know what I mean? Like,
No, Bernadette, I think you're missing that Jimmy has a whole dramatic rendering that's happening with like actors and recreation.
yes.
Like The Wire. Like you're turning
Yeah,
this
what I'm saying is,
I'm turning it into comedy. It's not
there's
a
some
comedy.
real stuff that happened on this
Yeah,
campus, and he
but-
wants that to be
Okay, so it's not a
recreated. as
comedy.
well.
but from everybody, like Brian, I played hoop with him. Me and the Capitals was cool. Like even when these guys became Capitals, right? They used to always
Yeah.
talk shit.
Even when
They used
these
to always
guys
talk
became
shit about the Sixers, right? Not talk shit, but you know how Greeks talk shit about other Greeks, right? And I used to sit there and listen. I didn't care, but the love was when I became a Sigma, right?
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
almost to the point of I don't know if this. I was like, bro, I'm not fighting these guys. I'm cool with these guys, right?
Right.
So it was that little dynamic, but that shit was, he can talk
we
about
was
that
fighting the AKs though, so that was gonna happen.
because Brian, I hoop with Brian from every year we hoop. We was always in the town, right? They had their little squad. It was.
Can I just tell you though, Jimmy, that Brian, like post Wazoo, really thinks he could still hoop though?
Brian,
What?
I don't think you're familiar with 40-year-old hips. I wouldn't do it, bro.
I don't know what Bernadette's talking about. I've been
No, there was a whole Thanksgiving competition where Paul was like, "I'm the best athlete in the house," and it was Brian, it was Dove, Tier, and somebody else, and it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because you guys are all up there, right?
Yeah.
These old farts are trying to play some basketball. It was.
Was this before your 40th birthday?
Why didn't you put it on?
It was like 20.
Why didn't you put it on
13 or 14?
I feel like I heard this story at your 40th birthday, and then Kojo was like, I mean, if I was there, and then I feel like in that moment, then Paul and Kojo were like, Paul was like, all right though, but like I played 2 collegiate sports, and I was like, oh, okay, Paul. Trying to flex on
but who was I talking? I was talking to T. Holloman today. I forgot, but we was talking about Minky, the rotating quarterbacks.
Yeah,
they might not have been good, but they was popular. I
love it.
Right?
You might not
have been losing. Right? We was losing. We didn't care. It was unlike Chad Davis, right? Remember that asshole? Nobody knows who Chad Davis. Nobody fucks with him. You remember Chad, Brian?
Yep, I remember. He was there before I was. But I remember.
But he was still there when we got there. Like
what position?
He was a quarterback. He was a quarterback before Brian. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I never heard of
but he was an asshole.
Oh, he was an asshole.
So they just continued that streak. Huh?
We're like, we like assholes.
Yeah.
Ryan, what are you doing for the next 4 years?
Nah, but Ryan was cool though. But then
No, Ryan
after
was
Ryan
not
had
cool,
Trump-
man. I wanted to punch Ryan in his face.
No, Ryan was cocky though. That's cool though. I mean,
I'm right in the jugular.
if you're a guy and you don't like another cocky person, that's kind of hating. Right? We're all cocky in our way.
He was an asshole. Like he would push people's faces into the water fountain. Like he was an asshole.
No, he probably did. He didn't do that to me. But we saved him. I remember one time we saved him from some guys who didn't like him. You know, some Greek
I want
boys
to know
who
who this
didn't like
we
him.
is.
Whoever was around, like me, Jamel, whoever was hanging with, coming out of party, and then they was just tripping with Leaf, and we all kind of surrounded them like, guys ain't messing with Ryan Leaf. You better get on with that.
Oh my gosh.
He was our quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
Let me tell you something though. So I have to tell you, so Paul, okay, this nobody knows this, so I'm glad this isn't a public chat.
No, it kind of is.
It's
streaming on
never
YouTube.
Mind. Look, never mind. I don't know if the statute of limitations. Never mind.
That's why we need code words.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
change the names.
God,
Ball Pinky.
We can, but this was just a trial thing, right? This is just a show.
She's over here about to tell the world Paul's committing illegal acts.
Right.
I will tell you this: it had to be pretty bad for the statute of limitation to be over 20 years.
Yeah,
you're right. We're at 23 years. We good.
Yeah.
We good. So I'll still give code names. So I had a friend named Pop. We'll call him Pop. And I had another friend named Peter. And Peter came to Wazzu, and Peter, he's just living high off of living his best life in from Walla Walla. I don't know, I'm just making it up. Anyways, so Peter shows up, and he shows up on the scene, and Ryan's an asshole, right? Ryan ends up shaving like Peter's hair. Peter's pissed because Peter loves his hair. Next thing you know, Peter calls the homie Pop. He's like, yo, fuck this dude up. Pop gets his homeboy who's from Arkansas. Please remember Arkansas ran Spokane, right? And Walla Walla. Pop in Arkansas ride out. This is when there's like beepers. Back in the day when there was like beepers, wasn't really cell phones and stuff. They were just coming out. I think Arkansas might have had a cell phone, maybe.
Because he was selling drugs.
Listen, pop the trunk. I got so many stories about Arkansas. So anyway, Peter calls Pop in Arkansas. It was like, fuck them up. Pop in Arkansas were like, we're riding. They weren't riding at dawn. They were riding right then. They started driving from Walla Walla. When I tell you they was in Colfax, when they were able to call Peter back, and Peter was like, I recant. Don't. I thought about it, don't. And then Pop was like, are you sure? Because we're in Colfax.
I mean, it ain't nothing but a word at this point.
Right there.
We in Colfax. Let's go. And Peter was like, nah, don't do it. And then Pop was like, all right. So Pop in Arkansas, drive back to Walla Walla. But later we hear from Pop that Pop was like, yo, that would have been Ryan's last night. His knees were broke.
You guys would have went to straight prison.
Listen,
his knees were straight broke.
That 97 season was amazing. So I got to thank Pop in Arkansas for
come on, man,
turning around.
There's only been one season better than that, and that's when Black Crimson Jesus was there. We wasn't there. We got to see it on TV.
Is that the same season that ID hit
no, Minshew.
Jason David in the face and broke his face?
No, that was afterwards. That wasn't.
What happened?
I know what happened.
Was 97.
ID punched Jason David in the locker room,
Yeah,
right before a bowl game or right before the Apple Cup or right before a bowl game.
Sucker punched him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got in a fight over what's her name? The Delta.
Her?
The pretty Delta that was on, I think, on LaQuinda's line.
Yeah,
A white
it was some
person
Greek
and
stuff.
a black person were fighting over a black
No,
girl?
Ira Davis.
Ira.
Yeah.
Don't say no names. You remember I'm not saying no names.
Oh,
Kappa and the Q,
no,
though.
Jimmy, come on, man.
I mean, that's public. That's public information.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Except for the girl who they were fighting over probably ain't public information, but
I forgot who was. I forgot who
What's
was.
her name? Rhyme with.
I don't know if it wasn't. I don't think it was Francesca. I think it was the.
was it one of the Ethiopian?
The
or,
Asian
or you
looking
rich?
one.
Asian looking.
She had a real cute face. You guys know how old
let's
I am?
just talk.
I can't remember these.
Let's just talk about this. Who created reality TV?
Oh,
MTV.
man.
The very first season of Real World.
I thought it was me because I used to do. Everybody used to have my camera all the time. We sit and watch it. And I'd be like, "Yeah, it's reality TV."
No, social media. That was the start of social media.
Let me tell you,
trying to catch people up.
Me, Pop, Arkansas, Peter, other friend Schmilly. We were Jersey Shore before Jersey Shore was Jersey Shore. We were so rowdy. Oh my god!
Hey,
we should be out of jail right now.
Yeah, and everybody. This was everybody go to college to do like remember our drug phase, our ecstasy phase. That was crazy. That was the best time of my life. I ain't gonna lie.
They were the best of times. They were the best of times.
I don't know who. Me, the first time we did it, we went to the zoo. And it's me. I know it's me and Ammon.
What zoo?
The zoo.
The zoo. It changed to. What did it change?
Spot, right?
You're talking about the one that was by Burger King.
Yeah, by Burger
across the street from the bookie.
Y'all, I was at Wazzu for the same amount of time y'all was at Wazzu.
No, but it had changed to what was it called? The beach? The beach? No, not Valhalla. Yeah, Valhalla.
Oh my god, I'm thinking you're talking about a real fucking zoo.
No, Valhalla.
Because of the bears. We had bears. Remember we had bears?
Yeah. But look, it was 4 of us because we got the pills from Tacoma. We got 25. We got 100 for 20. We got 25 for 100. So $4 a pill or something, whatever. But we tried. We tried our own supply.
If any kids are watching this right now, their minds are blown.
Yeah.
So but look, my buzzing, like we went there, I was buzzing, a good buzz though, right? And so we huddle up, like, bro, you all right? You good? And then we break, like it was like we huddle up, and then we break, and then go do our thing, right? Come back and be like, bro, ooh, man. Then everybody the next day kind of was like, dude, what were you guys on? And they wouldn't, and it wasn't a bad thing. It was like, we want some of that. Because we were kicking it. Hey, we know it wasn't weed. Yeah. And look, that was a straight fad.
Bro.
And your boy Ammon, right? And your boy Ammon, he's the one who started the riots. You guys didn't know that.
Dude, is the statute of limitations over on the riot?
Like, I was watching the riots from my dorm room balcony, just like
I had gone back home because it was right before. Was it right before spring break, or finals, or dead week, or something?
It was right before school was out. It was not far before we went home.
Yeah, so I think I had already gone home, and I remember I had the TV on, and I was asleep, and I heard something like the news came on. I heard something about riots and booming. I thought I was dreaming. And then I woke up to the
garbage can.
Greek road on fire. We didn't start the fire.
that mess was the craziest thing I ever saw. Because it's like you could hear the noise, and then you saw this flame, and then it started moving, and I was like, "What is going on?" And then turns out it was the fire inside of the garbage can. It rolled it down the hill.
I didn't even know what was going on. My mom called me the next day and she's like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I didn't even know anything had happened.
And it was Uncle James, huh?
It was Uncle James. They was fighting for his rights.
And the funniest thing about it was, because you know how to do it with no hand, right? the one arm. He got caught the next day because he was easy. He was the only person with no arm, right?
Oh,
So he was an evergreen, right? They caught his ass up.
The
real
the
quick.
one armed man.
It was so people were getting arrested the next day. You come out of class, the police was there. Excuse me, could you come here? Boom, and grabbing people. So Ammon was nervous, and it didn't come out. Like he's just acting so funny for about 2 weeks. Like I'm saying to myself, man,
How did he start the riots?
Oh, I wish it was on here. He could tell you it. Basically, he said he was at this house party on Greek Row, or before you get to Greek Row.
Okay.
And he's on the porch, and then the police tell him to like come over to them on the sidewalk or something. And then they were like, "Why?" And then, you got your frat boy, white boy that's like, "Yeah, why?" And then one bottle starts,
one bottle happened.
next thing you know, it's like a whole like the
It just went crazy.
That doesn't sound like Ammon's fault. If you're
he didn't really do nothing, but he
was person zero. He didn't throw nothing, but it was like
if they would have never
started because they stopped.
He was like, "Yeah, what did I do?" or something like that. Like, well, I gotta come over, and they're like, "Yeah," like she said, and then it's like a little kid.
I'm like, I don't know how I made it this whole time and didn't know the Ammon.
It was Ammon? You didn't know it was Ammon?
Because he was so scared for like 2 weeks. He didn't say nothing for like a month.
Yeah, but I've been knowing Ammon
not
for
a month,
23
Jimmy,
years.
Like years.
Look, I found out like a month or two later. Here's how I found out. We're sitting there, and somebody says, "Yeah," and they say, "You're the one who started it." And his face kind of like he didn't want nobody to know. And I looked at him. I said, "Oh, no wonder you've been acting funny." And he said, "Yeah, because people were going to jail." Like,
but how you go to jail because some white kid decided he was going to take up a cause?
No, you didn't understand. It was a riot.
Yeah, but
like
he wasn't rioting. He just said, "Why me?"
Well, he was. It didn't even matter if your picture was there. You were smiling, having a good time. You went to jail.
Look at all the
you didn't really have to do nothing.
That was wild.
I remember where I was too.
People wouldn't even believe, like today, like I was talking about, my son goes to Virginia Tech, and you got all these rules and stuff. They're drinking, doing whatever. But like we used to go to Greek Row. I didn't know until I started talking to people in other schools, even big schools. They do not have Greek Row like we have Greek Row. Like we had a whole community of these huge, big, gorgeous houses. I went to his Greek Row. It looked like somebody's clinic. Like the outside, it looked like a 1980s brown. I just was like, those are the fraternity. I was like, how do people live there? He's like, well, only like a small amount of people live there, and then they have all their live outs for whatever. And this is Virginia Tech. I was like, ooh, like we have big old stately.
Wazzu is a special place, but it's over though. Greek Row is real sinister. That's why they stopped Mom's Weekend. You know why?
I mean, I don't think that's any different than it's been.
Look,
the real reason they stopped Mom's Weekend,
bro. PKTs was litty.
You want to know the real reason they stopped Mom's Weekend?
Here it comes. Something about moms.
Moms was getting ran through.
That's not why they stopped Mom's Weekend. Like that's not. Those are consenting adult situations.
No,
nobody's writing letters to the governor.
Did you see how she was dressed?
Moms was getting pregnant. They was getting STDs, everything. Like,
and they were complaining to the what? Who?
Some rich person. Some rich person is going to shut the pikes down.
All right, Jimmy. I want to know.
You guys are all gone.
I want to know where you get your information from. Besides deductive reasoning.
I think they were trying to be equitable and have family weekend.
I said, where'd you get your information? He said, Mom's Weekend.
Because it was Mom's Weekend. They had to change it because Moms, it was a thing. Moms was like, they knew what they were doing.
No, I hear you. I'm saying, where do you get said information? What
because they changed the name from Moms to they changed it from Moms to Family Weekends. Now this is the
which is lame because they had a dad's
standard
weekend
of it, right? Yeah, you can't do that with Dad's Weekend. Dads can't come up there and get busy. It'll be, you know what I mean? Like
I'm sure they did,
but they was
not as much though.
That's because dads and you got the cougar mentality.
Look, I almost had one fine ass mom. She was smiling. She wouldn't do it though, but I almost had her. She was fine.
Did you?
Emmett
Or was she
said he
being
has
kind?
enough legal issues. Don't get him in trouble. And he needs Jimmy. He needs you to invite him over to fix his computer.
I'm not no IT guy. Come on. I tried IT.
I'll say Jimmy
You
said he's
tell him
not
Jimmy
IT.
already said I tried, and we were like, "What'd you do?" He said, "I pushed the button."
Right. Right.
Oh
I
my
tried.
god, so funny.
I think everybody has like a parents' weekend now because then it's like they're not taking out of like there's too many parental types to just put it into mom and dads. We're in 2023.
Oh yeah, I forgot
guess.
you are the political person. So you want to know my thing, right? I'm transparent. So
You're
Like
transparent. You're
can't see me. I'm
stupid.
invisible.
I'm
You can see me now, though.
transparent.
Yeah.
Right.
So my
oh my God.
Right,
You're
Thanksgiving's
listen,
about to be lit.
Jimmy, I'm going to save you and the show. Don't talk about trans on this.
I'm
You'll be
transparent.
canceled before we start.
I'm transparent. You can't see me, but that's okay. We're not gonna talk about that. You're right. We're not gonna have those conversations. But I will say this: there was a guy, and he probably went by she, or something, and he's hanging around me, and he's wanting. I know he wants to. He wants
Is
me
it
to
the
call
guy
him.
Lowell?
No, this wasn't
White
even.
dude,
This was here.
white dude that helped with math tutoring that wore dresses?
I forgot all about him. I was talking about somebody else, but I do remember that guy.
He was like, yo, we hired him for trio. We're like, bro, you can teach. You might wear a dress, but we don't care because you're helping these kids pass these stats classes and math classes. What's your schedule?
I forgot about that dude.
Yeah. Lowell? I don't know. And his
A lot
fingernails
of
were
stuff was
so
happening at
gross.
WSU. I didn't even remember.
There's a lot of stuff. That's why I said to where this somebody gets on this, right? And they transcribe it. We can have a series. It might even be longer
No,
than
nobody is transcribing this, Jimmy.
no.
Brian,
You guys, but we can
Brian,
hire
how did the Kappas end up with the red house?
Where?
The baseball house?
It was by the old bookstore, Burger King, Valhalla, right there. Remember the red house that was like on the other side of the parking lot?
Yeah, that was
Who
like the
lived-
baseball house for a long time, right?
Who lived there? That was after me.
No, because I met you there with Paul once. Remember we was just chilling in the kitchen and stuff?
Not at all.
You were drunk. Remember
In-
they always had red light bulbs on.
We were in college? Who lived there?
I don't know. I was there at a party and the lights were red.
She's like, I don't know if you know how it
Across
happens
from
when we go
Burger
to
King?
parties.
It was in the same building with Valhalla. It was like around.
I don't remember El Capo's over there.
I don't remember. Yeah.
The house you're talking about was the baseball house.
Yeah. Buki lived there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a baseball house.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you're confusing two parties.
Hey, you remember Kylan though?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Kylan on your line, Brian?
Yeah.
Was you on the line? So you remember when you guys crossed and I didn't know that you guys was crossed and I seen them with the red bandanas and I damn near tripped on them? Was you there coming out of Regents?
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, because I didn't know you guys had just crossed, right? And he's happy, right? But I wasn't gonna let Kylan be a blood like that. I was like, nah, you tripping, bro. What are you doing? Like he had on a red.
You're not gonna let him be
nah, you can't let somebody do, banging. That's banging on you, like you know what I'm saying?
Banging is banging, huh? So it don't matter.
Right. You can't do that. You gotta take that off, bro. You soft
So
ass.
Jimmy, I got a question for you then. Do you have to renounce your ganghood for brotherhood?
Nah. There's you don't know. And I'll tell you a secret, right? Ron Thomas, rest in peace. That's why I hang with when I first got the cameras. That was my cousin.
Ron Thomas is dead?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he took me to a whatever you call the Kappa thing, right? And bro, I can't wear red to do up something that looks like a B. My heck, feel me? Like
on my mama. On my hood.
Like it was,
I
you
like
know,
that. Very nice.
it's stupid as it sounds. Like I could, that's at first. Now maybe later I understand it now. If I would understand, but the funny thing is, I tell people now, if I would have understood the stuff, I would have been an alpha. I just was with my alpha mentor Thursday, right? Then I got another person's alpha, but I didn't even know they were alpha. They never presented it. But if I would have known coming into campus, I would have been alpha because they both are alphas, right? And I would have just been like, that's just how I am. So, and one of them
Wait,
is Willie Stewart is an alpha. He's always been got buildings named after him. The other dude is Charles, you know what I'm saying, Chuck Thompson, or I see him, right? This one, if I would have known they was alphas, I didn't know nothing about Greeks when I came up there, but of course, everybody heard the atomic dog sign, and you seen the guys with the kappa, with the canes and stuff. But I was clueless, right? So
It's crazy now is to realize how many people are clueless. And also, I don't know, like, if you guys know anybody in the 18 to 22 age range, but Greek stuff is very different.
well, I think I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing, but I think my son is about to be on. I want him to be on. He has to, he's in such a good place under Benny and Chris. Benny's the president, and so if he becomes a Sigma, that'll just push him to somewhere else.
Jimmy, on
What's
a
he trying to
public
be?
forum, just
Huh?
What's he trying to be?
I don't know. Like I
you already
said,
said.
whatever he wants to be.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. My son is like me in the whole because he might be. I'm telling him to be a Sigma. He might be online right now for Kappa or Q and just messing with me, right? Because that's just how it is. He's at the
No.
point to where he's not telling me anything.
Oh, yeah. I remember his whole life. He was trying to. You were pushing Wazzu. He was like, "You dub." Like anything.
Right.
A contrarian. Who would have thought that would happen to you, Jimmy?
Yeah. Right. He's his own dude. I promise you. Like.
Yeah. So he's not going to be a Sigma. So you just got to hope that his grades at the end of the semester will be good enough. He'll be a registered voter. Yada yada. And somebody will pick him up.
Right. But the thing is, I threw him an alley oop. I told him, "You got alley oop, bro. I wish I would have came. Somebody would have sent me to school and I'm paying for stuff, and the president and the vice president is my dude, to where I can just say, hey, like, he just doesn't. He's actually too spoiled, kind of.
They're all
He
too
doesn't
spoiled. I
really
think
get it
right now.
There's no such thing.
No. Well, look, I don't know. You know Harper. I just seen her today, and she did just like Felicia did when I introduced her to Candyman. She just blew me off. I'm telling her, Harper Quinn, I'm the name who you're named after. I'm Quinn's, you're Quinn's. And she looked and said, and just went right back to doing what she was doing. But that's what
she was like, okay.
Yeah. I introduced Candyman to these guys. And Bernadette, you were there.
I was not. You put me there. I was not there.
Bernadette wasn't on the top floor.
I don't know where I was, but I was not there.
She didn't go to Vegas. You weren't on the top floor with us.
She was not.
The tippy top.
It was like it was Sigma regionals over our spring break. I think my senior year, and we went. That was a weird trip. Me and Toya and Kadeen went into LA first, and then went over to Vegas. But like Jimmy acts like he was like, "Y'all, this is Candyman," and I was like, "Ugh, whatever."
No, you guys did. You said, and just turn.
No, because what happened was you were like, Felicia, look, this is what happened. I was trying to get in the club, and they weren't really trying to let me because I was in my tennis shoes. So we had to
that's
go
the other part.
all the way back to the hotel. But then, like, as I'm talking to the dude, all of a sudden I look, and it's Candyman. He's like, these are my guys. So he gets us in, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm here with a bunch of my Zetas and all that. So, just all you got to do, I'll introduce you to him. Like, let me know which one. So anyway, he chose you. And as he's telling me the story, he's walking with me. The story ends with him saying this dude chose me as I look up at this dude. So I'm looking at Jimmy like, so you just picked me out so that you could get into the club?
Absolutely. You had one job, Felicia. Did they get in the club or not? That's the real answer.
I mean,
Yeah, we went
into
to the top. Yeah, we got to went to the top 4.
Felicia did what she was supposed to. Gang,
Well, look, Candyman got no play.
No play.
I was like, okay. I mean, Candyman I was too young to think that was cool. But we did get
And
to
I
go
didn't say, and I did tell him, I ain't saying you can hit, but I'm gonna introduce you. So I did say that. I wasn't throwing you out there like that. So there they go over there, but I ain't telling.
I'm just saying I didn't have time to digest the story before this man just appeared in my face.
Yeah.
But the next day I was in the club, like, so they didn't. Did you go to the club with us? Me and Emma was in VIP with Mike Tyson, right? Candyman
that was
got
you
us.
Guys. I don't know where we were.
Right, we kicked it. Like I said, we had a good time.
Listen, to be friends with Jimmy feels a lot like being friends with Bernadette.
Oh, side stories.
Side stories.
Of course, this is right.
I'll be honest with you. Like, if I ever made this type of thing and it included Bernadette, the whole name would be Side Stories. That's our actual goal. Every time we go on a trip, everybody's like, "No, I'm going to be on a side story this time," and it's like you can't all be on a side story. It's the main story. Yeah. So the one time, because I'm
side story because they asked too many questions. It's like you just got to go with the flow.
I don't want my kidney stolen in Mexico. But I'm always planning the trips.
You're right.
I'm always planning the trip, so it's never me. And the one time it was me, we ended up in a limo at some rich man's house.
About to get your kidney stolen.
Bernadette to go to the Rihanna concert.
Yeah, I was sad.
Yeah.
Remember Richmond was a baby and Paul's like,
yes, and Paul's like, I need you to come home. It's hard.
Yeah, but that top 4 of Vegas, it was like a kidney. That's why I told you guys. Remember, I had to go get change and come back. And I looked at you guys like, we got 30. You guys got 30 minutes, but I'm leaving in 30 minutes. It was so weird.
I never seen when they say Vegas is like. I mean, it was everything Vegas. There was a dude with boobs, and not
big. And look,
a dude with boobs, and somebody was doing coke off his stomach.
Ryan, the best titties I've ever seen.
It was wild.
Like, god damn, I'm looking at this dude's titties. Like, he couldn't even stop.
That was like the second time I ever seen anybody doing coke, and I was like, "There, oh my god!"
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, we all was freaked out. And they told us too. They said, if you guys are gonna get kicked out, if you're acting weird, you're gonna go. We was like, you don't even have to kick us out. We're out of here.
Like, we took a lap and was like, all right, so this is the devil's playground, right? Yeah, we're not ready.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's top floor is like, you don't want to go to the top floor. It's like,
this is why you don't mess around with Candyman, because I got up there, didn't even need to do it, didn't want to be there.
Yeah, it was crazy. But that is how isn't that how the little people got married that weekend?
The little people.
You know, the 2 little friends.
Well, okay,
I mean, you were the best.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to understand how this story comes together.
Because
is that where that happened?
He's like, Jimmy. He just tells me, Toya looks sexy to me, right? You know, we're on E and shit. You know, me and Amber, we had our little, you know, he's like, yeah, man. I said, bro, just talk to her. It's nothing. Right? I was like, you know, we're gonna be on one. Just let her know.
I don't even remember what happened that night. We saw a man with boobs having coke snorted off his stomach. There is no way I remember what happened that night with anybody besides that.
I'm just saying I'm not saying you would know. I would know because he whatever happened.
Got you.
And that's how they.
I mean, that was the trip where the magic happened, where they were like, I like you. But
and then we came back and it was awkward because remember Ramon, we always hanging together. It's like Ramon knew something was up.
I feel like, was it awkward? Did anybody care about Ramon?
Yeah, I cared. What else my LB? We cared. You didn't care because they was fighting Toy. You hated it. You guys hated them.
Mighty Mouse, that was the funniest mess ever.
There's only one person that just irritates the hell out of me, but I never hated
only one?
Well,
like irritated you enough to fight? Is that what you mean?
Irritated me
enough.
I know. He has a nickname.
R.E.
say it.
R.E.
We're not gonna say it. Good. We're not gonna say it. Jimmy.
RB.
You know who it is, Felicia.
R.E.
No.
Yeah.
Come
Oh.
on.
You guys is
That's-
leader.
Oh,
Your
yes,
leader.
yes.
You guys is leader.
Yes,
for a
that's
second.
what I was saying.
RB, yes, 100%.
Sames. Hashtag sames.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Right.
guys is
Sings.
leader for a second.
Now I'm
Same.
trying to figure out who it is.
It doesn't matter.
Put it like this: he wasn't ABA.
Look at me, Bernadette.
He was from Seattle. We came up there and created a whole nother sect of Sigmas that basically is why we shut down to this day. They moved over to Eastern. You know,
for real?
he did that.
Listen, no
You,
love
you
lost.
was gone. You was gone though, so you wouldn't understand the politics of, you know.
Just a
'cause most
person
people don't
thinking that
know
they
it.
were way cooler than they really were.
Yeah, and he just, like I said, he came in, he ratted us out. Like, you ever had some, you know, because over there, your big bros and these grad chapters, they can never talk to you. They never talk to us really. Here he comes and they telling us, yeah, you did this. You only have certain people that's eligible. We didn't even care about none of that shit. We just were Sigmas.
Okay, probably should
now,
have.
now all of a sudden, right, here he goes trying to be our leader, right? And our fucking leader, dude. And I'm not gonna say his name, but this is the thing to where I left and went to Jersey, came back. I remember leaving, he was online, right? Him and Eric Coleman. I came back and he wasn't finished with line, and all the Zetas had him letters and shit.
You're talking about a whole now. You're messing this story up.
No, that's the person who created him. He created him, and that's what I was mad about. I was like, no, bro, you can't do that. You can't let this dude drive your car, treat you like a little broad, and think you're gonna be in our organization. So I was like, let us put you back on for 2 weeks. I said the Zetas got you. You guys was mad at me for this. I remember. I came back and I put it into it. Like,
I mean, I feel you. I don't know if it was really mad. It was just like,
no, you guys thought I was bullying. You guys didn't understand. Like, and I had just came back from Jersey to where they had told me
you're in a whole different area, not a part of what's going on. But there are rules to this.
But then that was the rules. The rules was I couldn't do that. I mean, I even seen a girl take wood. It was Pleasant over there was serious. So they put me on that to where they was like, I was telling them, it was like, nah.
Dude, you trying to get people shut down, Jimmy? You telling too much, bro. We're on the internet.
Nah, we're done. We're
on
done
these
with
people's
that.
internet.
Yeah, Beyonce's internet. You telling too
in
much.
the year of the Barbie movie.
Have you seen the Barbie movie? Because I haven't.
I need to though.
I'm about to watch it because my daughter. I just talked to my daughter, so I got to find a way to date her. I think the Barbie movie's a good date. Don't you think?
Yeah,
how
old is she?
She's 17.
Okay, then yes.
Yeah, I heard it's really good. Like you leave going like, I really appreciate my mom. I really appreciate womanhood. Blah, 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 blah.
Jimmy, if I get on this Facebook and you're talking mess about women after seeing the Barbie movie, we're gonna fight.
Do I talk mess about women?
I mean, kind of. You make a lot of really weird assumptions.
Ladies and women, I have total respect for. These bitches and hoes, I don't like. Come on, man. You bitch hoe. I might talk about you. I can't help it. But a lady or a woman, there's nothing but total respect and honor and grace and
I'll be on your Facebook page like, it's a good thing I know this man.
Man, and you know, kudos to you. Like I said, I told you this. I had my daughter was over in the area where you was at. So I just immediately, when you came in, I was like, okay, let me understand her. I might understand my daughter, right? But
let me dissect the species of mixed kids volcanisms.
You feel what I mean? Like, even right now, my daughter is freaking, oh man, my oldest daughter, she don't talk to me.
It's probably because you guys are Facebook friends.
We were Facebook friends.
Yeah, you got to get her off.
Then I got at her cousin because he said something to my niece, his sister. He said some stupid stuff that I thought he was referring to some drug business in my family. And I said, look here, bro. I came in and said, I'm gonna punch you when I see you. Because you're grown anyway. Because you know he's a Queens. I said because you ain't even seen your grandma, right? You ain't gonna sit up here and talk to me about. So I'm gonna punch you when I see you. Since you wanna, I came in like a, it's time, buddy. You a Queens?
Like a grown man threatening kids. It's supposed to happen.
No, he's grown now. He's not a kid. That's the whole point. He's 20 something, right?
Oh yeah. So
you're gonna have this. If you're gonna say this too about my family members, right? Only thing my niece was doing was trying to have you call your nephew, and you went to talk about these are crackhead hours. Oh yeah, boy, you trying to front, that Spokane front and shit. I said, okay, buddy. When I see you, I'm punching you for this reason. Your grandma's 70.
I don't know anything about Spokane front, and every Spokane person I know is legit.
On God.
Stop it. Rest in peace, Timmy Buchanan, the king of Spokane. I know the king of Spokane, so I can't really say much. Brian, you know the king of Spokane?
Nope.
No.
Never got to meet him.
Look, Timmy
he was the king of Spokane. I don't care what.
Yeah. No, I met Timmy. Yeah.
No, listen. Timmy, he needed to stay away. I try to keep Timmy away from all my friends.
No. Anything you wanted, you can get. Rest in peace, though. Rest in peace to my guy. But it's getting late for you guys. I just wanted to look. This is just a trial, right? So next time we'll come with some.
On a Saturday, I might do 11 o'clock. There's no 11 o'clock on any.
It has to be earlier. Like since you're East Coast, it could be 6 our time. You can go 9 your time.
No, actually, I do like the later hours because it's I probably had a couple shots by then. You know what I'm saying?
All right, getting a little loose. Bernadette, I feel confident that you could get a couple shots in at 6. That's not.
Bro, no, I can't because there's probably a practice I need to go to. Like tomorrow, I got a baseball game. Yada yada. But Paul's a lush, so like I'm a couple shots in already.
All right.
But also next year though, we gotta be. I'm coming when Danny's little boys in Duke, right? My son's over there. I'm gonna have to get off a week just so I can kick it. You know,
we're already planning the aunties weekend, so.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so lit.
When is that?
I have no idea.
Fall 24. I don't even know if the Fool's gonna play, but it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter. We'll have signs.
Does he got a scholarship?
Shirts?
Yeah, Duke. Does he have a scholarship? Is he at Duke?
Not yet. He'll sign in. He'll sign in December. He'll sign in December.
So here's the thing. Him and Darielle, they have to be. We're gonna have to link them up. So
where's Darielle at?
He's in Spartinsburg.
South Kakalaka.
It's about 10 hours from you. I've already checked it out. It's not that close. There's no way I can get to DC. Yeah. Now, I don't want to go to Baltimore anyway. I stay out of dangerous areas.
I don't live in Baltimore.
Where you stay overnight, Dave? When you came to the Centennial, outside of where we were at, oh man, it was.
That's
crazy.
DC. Baltimore is an hour.
Oh, okay, well, that was crazy, like crazy. I don't want to live there. Put it like
Jimmy,
that.
Listen to me. I'm from Spokane. I'll be in that space in Baltimore and DC, all over the place. You lived in Hilltop. This doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, because you don't get the looks I was getting. It's just no. Then I like black dudes who talk proper. You're a target on the East Coast. I experienced that when I was in Jersey.
Do you talk proper?
Jersey. I mean, for a New Yorker, right? I dress a little different.
No, you sound West Coast like you. No, you are not coming here and somebody thinks people are like, you sound like a West Coast Crip.
No, they don't have those up there. I promise you.
No, I'm telling you what you sound like. You're coming here, people are going to be like, you know what that is?
To you, but when I'm around people, I start speaking I don't have that. Like, even in Jersey, this is why I hated it. If I was in Princeton, right? They loved me. They thought I was Uncle Tom, and all the brothers hated me.
That's because you want to vote for Trump. It's different things.
Trump wasn't even in then. We like Trump then, as a matter of fact. Like, Trump was cool. So we'll talk. We'll talk and do this again. Hey, Brian, good looking, bro. Appreciate you.
I think we need to do a skit though. We can do a reenactment, Brian. We got to figure out which story that we just told tonight that we can take the recording from this and then do a
No,
reenactment.
I know the story I'm reenacting. It's the story I tell every time somebody asks, how did y'all meet?
Who, me and you?
No, me and Bernadette. Everybody in Bernadette.
Okay, how did you guys meet?
I need to hear this.
I can't stand you.
I feel like the rest of us need to be enlightened.
How'd you meet?
Bernadette knows. It was. I'll give the truncated version. It was
the library.
Yeah, in the Cub, the alphas were holding their Miss Black and Gold, who's the smartest. And yep, that's exactly what everybody saw. Bernadette walked out there with two black eyes.
Oh, you talking about on the stage at the
Yep.
And I said a jingling baby, and everybody's like,
"Go ahead, baby."
A jingling baby, go ahead, baby. Like the whole, it was, yeah, you came out bouncing. I do,
and that's why I don't like black people.
And you lost, but you lost to the black Mrs. Burns.
Felicia, he said, I lost to the black Mr. Burns.
Who did you?
What's her name? What's her name? Who won?
I don't even know, but I think it's fucking hilarious.
I need to know.
She looked like a black. She looked like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, but a black girl.
Do you know what she looks like, Bernadette? Do you remember what this woman looked like?
I don't even know who it was, but the fact that I know what Mr. Burns looks like.
Yeah.
If somebody listens to this and is like, "Oh my God, he's talking about,"
such as
no, but
that's about my wife.
That's what we said. Like, not that she was. It's odd because people could look
not
like their
that she was ugly. You can't recover from that.
No, people could look like their dads and still be cute. How many?
You can't look like Mr. Burns.
Like their dads. You see their dads, they're ugly.
You know this is a different thing.
No, she was all right. She had a body or something. I don't know. She won.
She had a hunchback clearly and a big nose. I
don't know, but
you don't come back from that, Jim.
She won, but the Alphas was kind of different. I think they just made her one. That's why you lost because you still.
It wasn't a beauty pageant, Jimmy.
That's right. It was. Yeah, it wasn't beauty. It was grades. Remember, I'm not the smartest. I just work really hard.
No, but it was basically alpha work pageant. You know what I'm saying? You know how that is. The winner's gonna mess with that. That's how they. The Alphas thought they was sneaky. These the Capitals was up front with it. Alphas try to have pageants and get your numbers and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's
the amount of in my mind, right? The amount of conspiracy that I think Jimmy has. Like I would like to do some real life,
Brian, am I lying?
How many of what he's saying could actually be true?
Brian,
just to
am I lying?
Say what?
What am I lying? What was that really about? Wasn't they trying to all get them girls? They wasn't really trying to caring about no black and gold pageant queen. They was just hating at the beginning. Not prime example, Malik. Remember Malik?
Mm-hmm.
Man, them guys, everybody was on Malik, and all of a sudden she was like, yeah. She was like, oh, I was told not to talk to you guys. Well, who told you this? She didn't ever tell us who told us. We figured it out. And after she didn't mess with them no more, she was like, yeah, when we first came up here, she told us not to talk to you. There was a list of us who they had said, and Tierra's my boy. We ain't really been cool since then. Tierra Tony's my boy. I didn't really appreciate the shit, right? To this day, I ain't really talked to him, but it was my dude. Like, damn, bro, how's you chopping me up like that, right?
Tierra's my boy. We haven't really spoke since then.
No, how could I? Like I said, I know Tierra from Tacoma personally. I used to go with his sister. Then I get to Wazzu, and you just, you was Greek and alpha, and you didn't want to be little Jimmy's little buddy no more, right? That was a problem, man. That's what happened with Jamel. All my little buddies in Tacoma, I get there and they're Greek. They don't want to be my little buddy no more. They
want a new gang,
right? You know what I mean? I understand that now.
Well, there's more brothers than there's more hoods.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand that though. I understand it now though.
Oh my
God! But I didn't understand it then. So
did you guys know Zoe Kravitz is engaged to Channing Tatum?
Yes.
Magic
Who?
Mike. Zoe
I
Kravitz got engaged to
Who's that?
Channing Tatum like 2 days ago.
Who's
Lenny
Zoe
Kravitz's
Kravitz?
daughter.
Tatum is Magic Mike. Bam, 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 bam.
Speak.
And
Oh, this is the last thing. What happened to
Lisa
remember
Bonet's
Dan
daughter.
and Dave? Remember that dude? Or
Who?
Mm-hmm. Dan O'Brien.
remember?
Oh,
Dan
Dan and
O'Brien.
Dave. Yeah, Dan O'Brien. He went to University of Idaho.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, Dan used to love hanging with us, right? Remember he used to just
Mhm.
pop up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I remember we had the party. We had a party at the what was the spot from Heiko? Was it the Beach Hut?
Beach
Beach
Hut.
Hut, yeah.
We had a party in there, and I think it might have been a joint party or something with the AKAs or something. But he came in and bought the whole bar for an hour. Drinks on him.
Okay.
I remember.
For
But he used to
college
come
girls?
in. He used to come in and steal the sluts. Like
He was messing with what was her Sharika.
Sharika.
yeah. But he used to
Oh,
come in and
Sharika.
say, he used to come in and he would come to our house late night, right? Or the 3:30, 4 in the morning, no 2:30, 3 in the morning, and he'd be like, "Anybody want to go get in the hot tub?" It just clear out three chicks.
A man
Right, so,
perspective.
and look, so then he started coming like, cool, we just like, yeah, bro, go ahead, go to the hot tub with them. Hurry up and leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your girls and get up out of here before you take the
other
ones
ones
we
start
really
to
want.
notice you.
No, because he
Okay,
would
but-
take the ones we really wanted, right? You know, sitting around waiting. You know, you got their plans, but here he come talking about the hot tub. Can't man? How can you beat that? How can you beat
yeah,
that?
Your
hot
own
tub
hot
in
tub,
college?
Jimmy, and get faster. You can throw a javelin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was 27.
So were they. So were they. No, but hey, what about this is my last opinion, then I gotta go because they're kicking it downstairs without me. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, is that real or not?
That's real.
You think it's real?
Yeah, they're enamored.
It's
I
real.
think it's fake. Why you got the popo haircut though? Why you look like you fired his
He
barber?
doesn't anymore. He's already grown back. That was a very temporary situation.
Just bad hair? Okay, I hope
He
so.
was he was in the wrong tracks at one of her Nebraska shows and needed a haircut.
I'm going. I want to say this to Brian. Brian, do you remember this? When the only time, like when the Sigmas, the step show, right? You know, it's the Kappa step show.
Mm-hmm.
I say, man, we're not paying. You know, I'm feeling myself. We're Sigmas. It's new. I said, we're just gonna bum rush the. You know, I used to work at the thing. I said, we're just gonna walk by, right? We're gonna go the back way, and we're not gonna pay. We let the tie come. Brian, was you there? Was you at
What
the
year?
It was 2000.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, but Raphael's my partner, so I got guilty, right? When I walked by him, I stopped and turned around. I was like, my bad, Raph. You guys get in the blue and white party. Kappa's is in free. I think the Zetas was mad at me. How can you make a deal? I said, man, we just bum rushed their show. So they're in.
Yeah, that's bad business practice. We had to pay.
Yeah, but look, we just
I mean, I didn't. We were in the show, but
I was
that's not
Calvin,
the point.
it was Captain Lambo, a bunch of Sigmas. We just came into the back and just kept walking. You guys were like, what you guys doing? Where you going? And Ralph was calling out names. He was like, he said, Jimmy.
Damn
Turned
it.
around and said, my bad. You know, me and Ralph was my partner.
Mm-hmm.
I said, come on, my bad, Ralph. Had a little slip up.
But trust, if he wasn't there, you would have been like, ha ha.
Right.
I let the
If you
hood
wasn't
get
there.
me.
Yeah,
Y'all
this
or something
is
else.
fun.
All right, I'm going to bed. It's now 12:20.
Yup.
I'm good looking, Brian.
All right. Peace, y'all.
All right, we'll see you later.
Hey, tone up.